And so when you have a flawed model where you start and then you start fixing it, so now let's say you're in leadership and you're like, okay, how do I fix this? Well, the thing that you have to fix starts with the
thing itself.
yeah, the tax itself.
Needs to be unraveled.
And so it's really difficult. How do you technically fix something that is under a false premise? And so I, said to Representative Nathanson, why don't you even at least consider some graduated amounts that are on margins, because you're not even looking at that and looking at how that affects it. And she said, well, we'll talk about that next year. Right now, we're just going to talk about technical fixes. But I do think there's some technical fixes that we should make sure, and they're pass-through businesses that are really going to get hurt. And like the co-ops, if you're not in a co-op and you're a farm, that could be completely devastating to them. And so they shouldn't have to have that. And then there's also a trucking company in Bend where they are a pass-through brokerage, and they're going to end up closing because they don't make enough to pay what the cat tax would be on these massive sales because they're passing through the agency. And so we've just got to make sure that we can save as many people with the catastrophic issues, because to Senator Knopp's point, there's not a lot of movement on it, and I think it really starts from the fact that it's a flawed model. There's only 5 states that have this, and none of them have it in the form that we passed, not one. And so when you have 50 other states, sometimes you can just steal some of the good ideas instead of, trying to go out there rogue and create something that might be flawed, and that's why it doesn't exist anymore else.
Well, we are